Part 2 of the Backrooms by Joshua Pash. I was alone wandering this world of empty rooms yet again. I wish I didn't take this job. I wish I stayed at home and just made money some other way. I was constantly on alert, ready for some other beast to come out and savage me, or play on my anxieties like the last one did. I stumbled upon a room full of empty drawers, and another with chairs that were put in a circle. It resembled that of an Alcoholic Anonymous meeting room, where people would gather and tell each other about their addiction. But nobody was there. Did this place just spawn these things? Or did people put these here? My mind flooded with questions again. I jumped out of my skin at the sound of a door closing in the next room. I held my breath so as I could hear any other sounds, but nothing. I went into the next room, and to my amazement, I saw on the floor Jenny, huffing and puffing like she had just run a mile.
Chris, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Are you okay?
No, I'm really not. I'm so scared. I've been chased by two separate things, monsters. I don't know. I just want to leave this place.
You and me both, sweetheart. Can you walk?
I think so.
Then let's go, before those things come back. Jenny got up, a little shaky, but otherwise okay. We both navigated the corridors for about an hour, checking doorways that led nowhere, until we opened a door that led us somewhere completely different.
Whoa, is that the ocean?
Yes, but not our ocean. We're not back yet.
How do you know?
The last time I thought I was out, I was still in, and plus look, over there. I pointed to a tree that was, well, upside down, indicating that we are still in the rooms.
Looks kinda nice out here, apart from the lack of people.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to venture out into that ocean.
True. If there is anything to be afraid of in this room, it's in the sea.
We both walked for a while, a bit inland. We didn't want to walk too close to the water's edge, just in case. After we walked some time, we found a boat, and directly in front of it was a small rock island with a house on top. If there is any door here leading to the next place, it's in that house.
Oh, I was afraid you'd say that.
We climbed into the boat, and I began to row towards the island, as best as I could.
I guess this isn't so bad after all.
Upon that, I saw a huge fin break the water. It wasn't a shark's fin. It was like a serpent's fin. It broke the water again, this time with its head and whole upper body. It looked left and right, then went under again.
Oh my, row Chris, row for your life.
That's what I'm doing. The serpent came up again, this time looking directly at me and Jenny on the boat. It let out a huge scream, then went under.
Row, Chris, row.
We're not that far, if we can just... The serpent came up again, this time nearly knocking the boat over, but it just missed. About 1 more minute, and I'll be on the rock with the house. Almost there, Jenny. The boat was flung up in the air by the serpent's tail, and as if by luck, we landed on the rock with the house on it. Get out, Jenny, let's go. That thing is still around.
Okay, I'm coming.
Watch your step. This house is old by the looks of things. Don't want to fall through. We found a doorway. We opened it, and it had what looks to be a long tube going down. That must lead under the sea.
No way, Chris. I am not going in that thing.
I don't see any other options right now, unless you want to go on a date with Mr. Serpent out there.
I see your point.
I went in first to make Jenny feel a little more comfortable. I pushed myself off. I went down at such speed that my stomach was left behind for a few seconds. I was suddenly surrounded by so many colors. It was like I was tripping, but I was genuinely in it. To all shroom heads, it's like a dream come true. But all I wanted to do was get back to Ellie. Please God, let me get back to her. I could hear my memories replaying out loud, like it was a show of my life. I couldn't see them. I could hear them.
Hold me now tonight, because in dreams I'm traveling to you. And as I fall asleep I search elsewhere for our gods. Traveling makes you someone new, and dreaming may increase the odds. Hold me now tonight, because in dreams I am traveling to you. In a land where you have no one to miss, where the price of a dream is another dream, and where the price for a kiss is just another kiss.
At that moment, I crashed through a wall into a set of bins. And then Jenny landed right beside me a second later.
What in the fuck?
I know, I haven't experienced anything like that before. Anyways, where are we now? Our eyes gazed across a room full of old-style arcade consoles, but the room was empty of people. We could look outside the windows, but couldn't open them or any of the doors. Some of the arcade consoles worked, while others didn't, but they needed coins to use. Jenny went over to the cash register and found hundreds of coins. We put one in out of interest and started to play. The console made a jingle tune.
You want to go home, then play the game, then you can leave, just follow these steps.
A way out.
Yes, some needed news. So what have we got to do?
Step 1, go to the pool room, take a dip, find the ball, and I'll let you out, that's all.
Pool room. To find a ball.
Yes, that seems to be it. Why though? Why this stupid game?
Beats me. But Chris, I ain't got much fight left in me. You mind if I sit this one out?
No, that's fine. I was going to suggest the same thing. At that moment, a door opened. The other side of it was a bright light. I guess that's for me. Well, here goes, I thought.
Good luck, Chris. I'll see you again soon.
I stepped through the door and was surrounded by bright light all around me. Then I was suddenly in a large room that was full of pools. There were tiles on the walls this time. The pools looked weird though, not like the pools in the real world. I wondered what beast lurked in here. I didn't want to know. I just kept one thing on my mind: find that ball. I moved through the winding tunnels, the narrow corridors. Some had water in them, others just had a tiled floor that I had to be careful not to slip on. I looked in each room, but they were always empty, apart from the odd deck chair that stood by itself. I stopped, dead in my tracks, a noise of something splashing in the water ahead of me. I could hear its growl, its hunger. Then suddenly I hear Ellie's voice coming from down the tunnel, the same direction of that thing.
I told you I found someone else. Just move on, you creep. I don't love you. I never loved you. You were just something that kept me warm at night. You were temporary. You're a disgrace.
Shut up. I know that's not you, Ellie. It's just that thing. You bastard. Get out my head. Get out my thoughts.
Haha, you still don't get it, do you? You might as well stay down here. You're not worthy of any love. Your life is just a stain upon God's chest.
I'm seriously not listening. I must not. I have to get out.
My new man, he's so much better than you. He's better in bed. He's better romantically, and mostly, he's not you.
Shut up. I mean it, I swear.
You swear what? You never kept your word? Always out with your so-called friends? You never treated me right? You were never the one for me.
I walked towards this thing mimicking my lover's voice. Looking down this dark tunnel, rage in my heart and eyes. I looked down on a small platform that rose out the water on the floor. It had an ice pick on it. I picked it up. I'm going to kill this thing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Why do you still try? Don't you realize I need more than what you can give? I have a real man now.
I didn't react to the taunts of this beast. It was trying to get me into a bad state of mind. I crept, closing the distance until I came face to face with the beast, clutching my ice pick. I drove it straight into the beast's chest. It let out a scream, then ran in full sprint down the tunnel, and never came back. I carried on through the maze of pools and tiled rooms, until I found a ball laying on a deck chair. Now I had to find my way back to the door, and get home. Home. I almost forgot what that looked like. I made my way back on myself, found the door, opened it, and made my way through, back to Jenny, and the arcade room. Stepping through the blinding light, I entered the arcade room, where I saw Jenny, sitting there motionless, staring out the window. Jenny, I have the ball. What's up? Are you okay? She turned to me and said,
We haven't got long, Chris. Look out the window at the sky. Just look at the sky. This room's world is ending, and it's our only way out.
End of part 2. Subscribe for part 3.